What's going on, y'all? Fort Worth Fabian. We are back with a video, man. We're doing a reaction to 4 killed in shooting at family gathering in California. So this is from the BBC. We also got a quick run from Fox News as well. So we'll go ahead and hop into the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section down below.
4 people have been killed in a mass shooting at a child's birthday party in California. 10 others were injured in the shooting at a restaurant on Saturday evening in the state's northern city of Stockton. A suspect is still on the loose, and police say they believe that the shooting may have been targeted. The county sheriff gave this update on the incident.
What we have confirmed at this time is that there was a banquet hall where a family was celebrating. We have 14 victims of this shooting. 4 of those are deceased. The victims have been transported to local hospitals throughout the area. This is a very active and ongoing investigation. Information remains very limited at this time. Early indications suggest that this may be a targeted incident. Investigators are exploring all possibilities at this time.
More with me now is our correspondent Simon Jones with more on this. Hi Simon, what more do we know about how events unfolded at this birthday party?
Well, the authorities are describing what happened as shocking and unfathomable. It gives you a sense of shock amongst the community there. Now, we know that a family had gathered to celebrate a child's birthday, and then just before 6 o'clock in the evening is when the shooting happened. Now, a key priority for the police is to find out who was responsible for this. The person who fired the shots left the scene, and the police are looking for that person. They're appealing for information from the public. They're appealing for anyone who may have any mobile phone or dash cam footage of what happened. Now, as we heard, the police believe this may have been a targeted attack, though they say they are keeping an open mind. I think it's worth taking a moment to read a reaction from the Vice Mayor of Stockton, Jason Lee. Now, on social media, he says, "Tonight my heart is heavy in a way that's hard to put into words. As Vice Mayor of Stockton and as someone who grew up in this community, I'm devastated and angry to learn about the mass shooting at a child's birthday party. A birthday party should never be a place where families fear for their lives." He goes on to say, "Violence touched my life as a young person, and seeing our own children, parents and neighbours go through this shakes me deep."
So yeah, I mean, essentially California being the gang state that it is, all these cities like Stockton, LA, even SD, Sacramento, they get busy. They get busy. Like, I think that's just the nature of the beast, the playing field out there in California. Gang culture runs rampant in various cities that you'd probably, whether you expect it or not expect it. That's just how ingrained it is in that state's environment. Cliques, sections, different areas where you get banged on, people asking where you from. People think that's just an LA thing, obviously more or less, but I think that's a city everywhere type thing. It just depends on what hood, what neighborhood you're in, what block you're on. Because it's just very cliquish out there. It's very, we run with these people, and if you're not from this, what are you, and are you a threat or are you opposition?
Deeply. Stockton is my home. These are our families. This is our community.
DQ?
So once again, you're getting a sense there. Although shootings and mass shootings, unfortunately, sadly common in the United States, I think the fact it happened at a child's birthday party, a family coming together to celebrate that moment, and now we know 4 dead and 10 injured.
Yeah, and what more do we know about the victims, Simon?
Well, the authorities haven't given any great detail. We know that the victims, those survivors, have been taken to hospital. We haven't had any update yet on their conditions, but obviously caring for them is a major priority. But for the police at the moment, their focus has to be on finding the person responsible for this. So a large manhunt underway as we speak.
As you say, sadly, mass shootings are very common in the US, but whenever something like this happens, it does raise the issue of gun control. And there are, in California, some of the country's tightest gun controls, aren't there? Yeah,
they are some of the toughest gun controls within the US, but there have been a number of challenges over the years to the right to have guns and to have weapons. So that's
what's crazy. Cali gets busy. Like, it's one of those states to where very strict gun laws, but they still like are on that. Like, because if you look at a city like New York, they have very strict gun culture as well, but still maybe it's the nature of the structure of the city, but you see more violent attacks that are like more associated with stabbings, hand-to-hand combat. Obviously, it's an inner city through and through, but Cali seems to just be on some, and also attribute that to just the heavy gang culture. It just comes with it. So maybe having an arsenal, having weapons is natural, right? When it comes to that lifestyle, but I don't know. It's just different playing fields, different environments in different cities. And I heard like once you get caught up with, in California with guns, you're probably going away for a long time. Just depending on the nature of the case, right, or the crime committed. But
the debate that inevitably takes place when these shootings happen on a regular basis. But as I say, the fact this happened at a child's birthday party, people coming together to celebrate that event, that really will focus the minds. And certainly from the authorities.
yeah, that's wild doing it at a kid's birthday. But that's like goes to show some people will go to any length to get to you. So if it was a targeted hit or an attack, they don't care where you are. Some people will pull up on you with your mom, with your family, with your daughter, with your son, with your wife. They don't care.
Let's take you out
That's
to
the
a
lifestyle.
breaking news story in California. Police there are searching for a suspect after a mass shooting leaves 4 people dead and 10 others injured. After this all happened at a banquet hall in Stockton overnight, officials say the victims range in age from just children up to adults. We want to take you to the Golden State. That's where we find Christina Coleman. She's live for us in Los Angeles. Christina.
Hi, Kevin. Authorities are searching for whoever killed 4 people and injured 10 others in a mass shooting last night. It happened during a family gathering just before 6 o'clock in the evening at a banquet hall in Stockton, California. That's about 50 miles south of Sacramento. The city's vice mayor said this occurred at a child's birthday party. Again, the shooter in this case is still on the loose.
Our #1 priority right now is identifying the suspect in this incident.
And so far, no word on a motive or a description of a possible suspect, and authorities have not released the ages or conditions of the victims at this time. However, they did confirm the victims involved both adults and children.
This is Thanksgiving weekend. This is when families come together, celebrate, share memories, give each other love. And unfortunately tonight, heaven is a little bigger with the individuals, children and adults that unfortunately did not make it.
That's crazy if children died, then who knows what it was. Unless it was a target or a hit on the whole family. But prayers out to the rest of the family and those who are injured, those who lost a loved one. It's getting really wicked. It's always been wicked, but it's a real wicked place we live in. It's a real wicked place.
Authorities believe this may be a targeted incident. Investigators are exploring all possibilities to determine what led to this tragedy.
Violence of this nature has absolutely no place at any time, shape, or form, and children should not be harmed by gun and gang violence.
See, he called it gang violence. That's what he's calling it straight up. So we know that's the nature of the beast that we're dealing with, being in Stockton and areas like this to where gang culture is prevalent. So comment down below, let me know y'all thoughts on this, man. Peace, love, prosperity. Like I said, man, prayers out to the family, those who are injured, hurt, in hospitals, recovering. Praying for speedy recoveries. Praying for comforted hearts for those who lost a loved one, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless. We'll see y'all in the next video.